What's good? What's good? G Life. It's your boy MC. Shout out back at you with another video. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. It's absolutely free. That is how you have my channel get into the algorithm. Highly appreciate if you go ahead and do that. Don't forget to check out my second channel, Man of Society, M.O.D. That's where we go live and talk about pretty much anything and everything. All that good stuff. Now, I was asked about if I seen the latest video that Point and Shoot has been dropping, right? For those who are not aware, go subscribe to Point and Shoot's channel. Individual drops good content, right? Pretty much exposing No Jumper and all the buffoonery that be going on around right there, right? Right, but he had dropped one about, DJ Akademiks and Poetic Flaco, right? How, they secretly, interview individuals to get them to, pretty much snitch on themselves. That way they get arrested because they do not like gang members and all that, right? And it's understandable, right? Them being civilians and, people who are not, related to the streets, of course, they're not going to like these individuals and their activities, right? Gang members are not meant to be liked and, and looked up to and stuff like that, right? For people to really think that people out there really, support or like your activities just because you're gaining, a bunch of, views and stuff like that. I mean, those views don't necessarily, generate, likes, right? Like people could be watching, but watching for different reasons, right? Waiting for you to slip up or, looking to, get intel or, looking somehow to burn you, but they could be watching for multiple reasons, right? So not all those views mean that they're people that support you or like what you do or or what you push, right? So so what he's doing, him, DJ Akademiks, I mean, it's not something that's like strange, right? I understand that then why work in that type of environment and deal with these type of individuals if you don't like these individuals. See, there is people out there who like hip hop and like the thuggish, stuff in it. I had one time had an individual tell me that, he's not a gang member, but he likes the whole, Chicano stilo, the Ben Davis, the low riders, the flannels, and he likes the style and the whole, the life and all that, but he does not like the gang banging aspect to it, right? He feels like that ruins the whole entire, rest of what's he likes. And it's like, well, this is not a game, bro. This is not a style. This is not something that's meant to be, just for show and stuff like that, right? Like that is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. You know what I mean? This is not a game. You know what I mean? Like, so you want to portray to be a gangster, but without having the gangster activities attached to it, that doesn't make any sense. And same with these individuals. They want the whole hip hop and everything that comes with it, but without the gangster aspect attached to it, which, like I said, does not make any sense. But that's how these individuals want it, right? So when they do come across individuals who are from the streets, they just can't stand them for whatever reason. Some individuals might have personal reasons. Maybe they were bullied. You know what I mean? Maybe they're made fun of. Maybe they're picked on. But they could have numerous reasons of why they have a chip on their shoulder. You get what I mean? And the fact that they can't tell them anything because they're afraid of the backlash that they'll get, like, let's say as in retaliation, the fact that they have to bite their tongue irritates them even more, so building up more of a hatred, you know that you can't stand them, but at the same time you can't tell them anything because you don't have the guts. You know what I mean? And like I said, for individuals to go on there and still, mess with these individuals, like you should already know, what they're trying to do and, how they're always trying to paint it out there. Yet people still go up there, right? And then wonder why so much bullshit after comes with it. Like, well, what'd you expect, bro? I mean, haven't you been watching? Like, why'd you think your situation was going to be any different? But anything for clout, or a little taste of the limelight. You know what I mean? You put yourself in this situation, so can't bitch about it now. You only have yourself to blame for going up there and fucking with them type of individuals. You know what I mean? Because you already know what type of individuals they are. Because Flaco is, Poetic Flaco was somebody who was always advocating how he hates these gang members and And he just didn't understand what was happening in the areas that he resides in, right? Because he never grew up in that type of environment, that he's just looking from the outside in, right? That's why he has this hatred, because he doesn't understand, right? Now, not to say that these individuals are saints or that they're not bad people. No, the lifestyle's bad. You get nothing out of it. It's better to stay in school, because you're only going to get chaos, bullshit, and drama out of the life, right? But some individuals, don't really feel like they have any other options, right? But they won't understand that, because they're not in those types of situations, right? Because maybe they grew up with a loving home and family, and think that others, grew up just like them, when other people are put in more, difficult predicaments. They don't have the luxury. Not to make any excuses, just um, to provide understanding. So the fact that he lacks that knowledge, right? And he's comes on here, talks reckless, right, like a lot of other people. And now that he moved, he's even speaking more reckless, calling all these people, um, Neanderthals, and dumb mentalities and stuff like that. But yet, when he was down here, he was a part of those dumb people or those Neanderthals, because he was moving with them and not saying anything. You know what I mean? He wasn't out there, looking to make a difference or advocating, or speaking his mind, and trying to make change, or letting them know how he truly feels. He was pretending that he was a-okay with it, and going along with the shenanigans, and still hanging around with them, and felt cool being around them. You know, so I mean, what good is now talking all that shit, when when you had your chance to actually make a difference, or how could I say, lead by example? You chose to sit there quietly and go along with it, making you one of those Neanderthals that you're talking about, that people in LA are. You get what I'm saying? So it's pointless now talking now, because you're out of the state. Like, it's like, save it for the birds, bro. Like, you had your opportunity, you were right here, and you chose not to do, or say nothing. So, what good is saying it now that you're somewhere far away? It's pretty much pointless now. But overall, that's just my opinion, how I view the situation. What do you guys think?